Ого, просторно. Никого нет. Ух ты. Ну, почти точная копия. Только светлее намного. Корабль светлее.
Welcome aboard the new Normandy, Commander.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
Without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to
Что
start.
за мразь?
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Helmsmen aren't happy when someone takes control of a ship away from them. Especially Joker.
I do not helm the ship. Mr. Moreau's talents will not go to waste. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map in the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
Вольно. Нигер. Карты галактики. Используйте карты галактики, чтобы задавать маршрут Нормандии. Личный терминал. Используйте личный терминал, чтобы получить информацию о статусе членов вашей команды. Арсенал. Выбирайте в арсенале оружие для своей команды. Лифт. Используется лифт, чтобы попасть на другие палубы Нормандии. Каюта капитана. У меня своя каюта будет. В личной каюте можно сменить. Ну, кстати, огромная каюта будет, по-моему. Профессора нанять нужно, нифига себе. На Солуса, наверное. Ух ты. Вот это вот точно мой корабль, уже просто без Б. Никто им раньше не управлял, как первый Нормандии. Там был этот Андерсон еще не... А, до него, по-моему, никто не был. Вот для Андерсона сделали, а этот чисто для меня.
Welcome aboard, Commander. I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
I handle my own business.
I understand. I won't bother you unless it's important. Anything else, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Joker would like to speak to you on the bridge. Anything else, Commander?
На Джокера я дойду.
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
Isn't that the type of task better suited for a VI?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. That's a lot of pressure. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly taxed.
You make sure the crew's mental health is sound?
Yes, I look for warning signs. I listen. It's not a full-time job, and it's most effective when done informally.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Miss Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
Let's keep this professional, Yeoman.
Yes, sir. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
Yes, Commander.
Кстати, вот на первой Нормандии здесь вот на этом месте была стена. Она, кстати, меня так бесила. Вот, чтобы туда пройти, приходилось ее обходить. Блин, мне же написали, что у меня сообщение есть. Да, она более широкая стала, Нормандия.
Attitude roll 35.10, pitch 64.18, yaw 10.28.
Ты хотя бы видим, что мы летим.
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby! Better than new. It fits me like a glove! And leather seats! Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate, they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
Enjoy it, Joker. If we're stuck here, we might as well let them pamper us.
Does it breach uniform regs if I get that on a cruise shirt? Because this is my favorite you have no choice ever.
Technically, this is a civilian ship. I'm probably lucky you're still wearing pants.
Yeah, I'll save that for the off-hour cameras. Have an AI watch me 24/7. Shirts.
Yes, Shepard.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
How are you getting along with Joker?
Mr. Moreau does not trust me. It offends him that I am installed aboard his ship's computers.
Yeah, the last Normandy did just fine without an AI reminding me the airlock is ajar.
Why are you named Edie?
EDI is the phonetic pronunciation of EDI. That is an acronym for Enhanced Defense Intelligence.
Where are you?
My core intelligence is housed in a quantum blue box located behind the medical bay.
What do you do aboard the ship?
I operate the ship's electronic and cyber warfare suites in combat. My reaction time is much faster than any organic. I collate the records of shipboard monitoring devices for the Elusive Man. I serve additional functions which are restricted at this time.
The Elusive Man has monitoring devices on board?
He has invested most of Cerberus's resources into the design and construction of this ship. He has an interest in monitoring our progress.
Cyber warfare means things like viruses, right?
In close-range ship-to-ship combat, I can sometimes break through the firewalls of an enemy's internal wireless network.
Прикольно.
Once I seize control of their systems, I can turn off gravity or air. I can disable weapons guidance or shields. Or I can put their fusion plant in meltdown. On the defense, I manage Normandy's own suite of jammers, decoys, and internal firewalls.
Sounds incredibly useful. Why isn't there someone like that on every warship?
An organic operator cannot react quickly enough to changing circumstances or perform the necessary multitasking. This is a role that can only be filled by an artificial intelligence. Unfortunately, we are suspect.
Well, it might have something to do with how an AI almost destroyed galactic civilization, just putting it out there.
Restricted functions? Like what?
I do not know. Some of my databases are sealed, some of my hardware is kept
Аж
offline.
покраснела.
I assume that when certain unknown conditions are met, those functions will be released to me.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
I want to know more about the people I'm working with.
Much of that data is classified. Do you have a specific inquiry?
What sort of resources does Cerberus have? Money, personnel, facilities?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
Твари.
How is Cerberus organized? Aside from the Elusive Man, I don't see much chain of command.
Cerberus is organized into task-oriented cells. Each operates in isolation. Members from one cell cannot recognize the members of another. Each cell's agents are led by a single operator. We are called the Lazarus Cell, which is directed by Operator Lawson.
How did Cerberus replicate the most advanced warship in the Alliance Navy without anyone knowing?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the bridge, where the navigator plots our FTL vectors, and the helmsman maneuvers the ship.
Yeah, sitting right here, thanks.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Да, мощная фигня. Давай погуляем, посмотрим, что здесь. Так, что здесь еще есть? Вот это почему закрыто?
A scientist is required to use the technical laboratory.
Пройти туда можно посмотреть? Что за твари? О, лифт открылся.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the Combat Information Center. Here, the crew receives sensor data and coordinates gunnery and damage control efforts. While Normandy is flown from the bridge, during combat, the commanding officer issues orders from the CIC.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the armory, where small arms are maintained and upgraded. Using Omni-Tool, computer-aided design, and manufacturing, we have the capability to manufacture several new models.
И, кстати, иллюминатор есть. В первом Нормандии не было. Можешь смотреть, что творится за окном.
Commander, there hasn't been time to really settle in and take stock. I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
You're here because you're Cerberus. Don't expect special treatment.
Understood. But not everyone in the group is hardline. I'm an employee because I believe in their current direction. Doesn't mean I don't have concerns about their past actions. Or some of yours. You watch me, I'll watch you. That suit you?
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
A lot. They've been called terrorists, and with good reason. Doubt you can find a more checkered past. But if the collector threat is real, and we do something about it, Cerberus will be remembered differently. Or we'll all be tried and executed. Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
It's good to hear a clear opinion. Sounds like we're two of a kind.
That honors me more than you, Commander. Let me know if you need anything.
Довольно, тварь. И вообще к пустой голове не надо голову. Ой, к пустой голове надо руку прикладывать. Дофига иллюминаторов тут. А что если, допустим... Ого, это ядро мое теперь такое. Ага, еще один вход в лабораторию.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the FTL communications room. In addition to interfacing with the FTL comm network, Normandy is fitted with a quantum entanglement communicator linked to the elusive man's office. This allows lag-free communication even when you operate off the comm grid.
I've never heard of a quantum entanglement communicator. How does it work?
Essentially, two subatomic particles are created in an entangled state. One is installed here, and the other in the elusive man's office. When one particle occupies a given quantum state, its entangled partner will always enter the opposite state, no matter the distance between them. If we alter the state of our particle, that alters the state of the elusive man's. This allows us to send data in the form of quantum bits.
Why aren't these used everywhere?
Each quantum pair costs nearly as much as a comm relay, and can pass only one quantum bit of data at a time. In addition to the cost and bandwidth issues, the system is strictly point-to-point. To contact 100 different worlds, we would need to manufacture and install 100 entangled pairs, one link to each world.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Ого! Это мне и за что дали-то? А, да, у меня же типа все DLC и так далее. Даже не знаю, пускай это возьму, что ли. О, плазменных ракетов говно. Возьму этот. По-моему, тоже говно. Я просто что-то помню из предыдущих прохождений. Пускай возьму, ладно. Ну, кого излучить? Интересно. Кто же возьму? А этих одевать не буду. Пускай с чем бегают, с тем и бегают.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Кто зашел, что ли? От советника Андерсона. На случай, если слухи правдивы, вы на самом деле живы. Прошу вас встретиться со мной в цитадели. За прошедшие 2 года многое изменилось. Вы подарили нам власть, и только вы по праву можете подтвердить или опровергнуть дошедшие до наших ушей. Заид Масани. Он начали с DLC. Шепард. Мы завершили переговоры с опытным наемником Заидом Масани. Его имя, возможно, знакомо вам. Заид принимал участие во многих известных, а также абсолютно неизвестных операциях в системах Терминус, где показал себя безжалостным и неустрашимым бойцом. Мне кажется, что такой человек мог бы вам пригодиться, поэтому я провел переговоры и сделал так, чтобы он вступил в ваш отряд. Сейчас он на Омеге тратит свой последний гонорар, там его и можно найти. Все денежные вопросы с ними я решил уже лично. О, отлично. Так, потеряна связь с исследовательским кораблем. Капитан, пропал исследовательский корабль Розали, связанный с Цербером. Мне как бы насрать. Экипаж корабля испытывал новый прототип транспортного средства «Молот». Кроме того, на борту корабля были работающие на нас ученые доктор Мэнуэль Кайше и доктор Роберт Олой. Мы хотим, чтобы вы разыскали корабль, его исследовательскую команду и ученых. Последний раз корабль Розали видели на планете Зиона, система Элиса, пределы Смара. Но здесь дополнительное задание интересно, так что я буду записывать все, и да, будет очень длинное прохождение. Место крушения Нормандии. Адмирал Хакет. 15-я флотилия, я помню. Капитан Шепард. Мы полагаем, что найденное в результате сканирования системы данные заинтересует вас. Найдено место падения Нормандии. Альянс хочет почтить память Нормандии и воздвигнуть памятник на месте, где нашли последний приют его обломки. Мы хотели бы, чтобы вы в числе первых побывали на месте трагедии и установили там памятник. После нападения коллекционеров на Нормандию 20 членов экипажа до сих пор числятся пропавшими без вести. Если вам удастся отыскать доказательства их смерти, пожалуйста, предоставьте их органам Альянса. Желаю удачи, капитан. Штурмовая броня. Цербер, Терминус, оружие, броня коллекционеров. Это я уже видел. Визор получил также. Круто, чё? Визор, набушку, шлем, шлем-страж, броня Инферно, снайперская винтовка, бронекостюм Кровь Дракона, Властелин. Что за Властелин? Одно наше отделение без каких-либо предупреждений перестало выходить на связь. В проекте «Властелин» задействованы достаточно опасные технологии. Хочу, чтобы вы с этим разобрались. Перед этим отделением поставлены достаточно щекотливые задачи, поэтому я не могу доверить этому каналу все детали операции. Вы найдете отделение на планете Айта системы Тифона, которая находится в скоплении Феникс. Пожалуйста, соблюдайте осторожность. Многовой излучатель видел. О, Касуми Гота. Шепард, затратив немало денег и усилий, мы разыскали опытную воровку Касуми Гота и убедить ее поработать с вами. Мало кто слышал о ней, и уж совсем мало кто может утверждать, что видел ее лично. Она непревзойденный мастер маскировки и скрытного проникновения. Навык сослужит вам бесценную службу. Отправляйтесь на Цитадель в районе Закера, там вы найдете особенно рекламный терминал, отличающийся от остальных. Чтобы поговорить с Касуми, введите на терминале пароль молчания золота. Тяжелая винтовка мотыга, плазменный дробовик гетов, емкостный шлем, крупнокалиберный пистолет фаланга, визор, вороняк стрейф. Шикарно. Все прочитал, все прочитал. Валим отсюда. Ух ты! О, кают-капитан, погнали.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the commanding officer's quarters.
It's larger than the quarters of other warships I've served on.
This is a Cerberus vessel, not an Alliance warship. Accommodations have been made for personal taste. That said, this space is directly under the exterior pressure hull. The fitting yard workers called it the loft.
Как это мою каюту они называют чердаком? Что тупые? Ух, у меня аквариум есть. Только рыбок нет. На них их купить можно. Знаешь? Ух ты, прикинь, так просыпаешься и космос. Да, конечно, кроватка у меня была скудная в первой Нормандии. Че, музыка из первого Mass Effect, что ли? А, здесь есть другие броники, я ошибался. Но они, блин, покупаются за огромное количество денег или даются за какие-нибудь награды. Очкарик. Да ну нафиг. Какая 7 останется. Ох, как это экипажа.
Shepard, the men's restroom is on the port side of the ship.
А, окей.
The starboard observation deck is closed until needed.
Oh, she's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
Well, my family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly. It's most important that she have a first birthday. That's why I'm here.
Access to life support is restricted. The port observation deck is closed until needed.
Все закрыто, блин, зашибись. Хоть туалет открыт, это радует. О, раньше здесь моя каюта была.
Commander, what can I do for you?
You have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so.
No
So,
way.
what would you like to know?
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Oh, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the elusive man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge. No point in hiding from it. It's the reason I'm trusted to oversee the most dangerous, risky, and technically demanding operations Cerberus undertakes. And it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make sure you succeed, Shepard.
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
It's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human.
Не гордись
My
этим.
biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and, well, it's pretty impressive, really.
Sounds like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe, but I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make mistakes like everyone else. And when I do, the consequences are severe. Everyone expects a lot from someone with my abilities.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander, whatever you need.
Подожди, твоя каюта, а у тебя есть дыра в потолке? Ха-ха! Только у меня есть.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Anything I should know regarding the Normandy?
The crew's working well, and the ship appears to be performing to specifications.
What exactly are your duties, aside from keeping an eye on me?
I'm the elusive man's agent. You're his most important asset. My job is to make sure you succeed. Aside from that, I send regular reports to the elusive man, updating our status.
I'll let you work.
Of course, Commander.
chef surprise again? Come on, Rupert.
I'm sorry, Princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Let me just get out my doilies. Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud that day. Mess Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
Do you have everything you need?
I make do. But have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
Да ладно, куплю чё.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
What do you do here on the Normandy?
What don't I do? Most think of me as the ship's cook, but I'm also the facilities technician and custodian. HVAC, plumbing, non-mission critical electrical. I make sure they're all clean and running.
So the man cleaning the toilets is also preparing the meals.
I wash my hands. Most of the time. This ain't no luxury liner. You have to pull your own weight in a Cerberus vessel, and I catch what falls through the cracks. Through the cracks.
How do you feel about working for Cerberus?
Damn proud. Cerberus gets the job done.
Okay.
The Alliance and Council have got their heads buried so deep up their butt puckers they can't see squat. It'll take good old human ingenuity to crush these collector vermin. Only Cerberus knows that.
How did you find your way into Cerberus?
Can you believe I was once a family man, working the EZO rigs along the frontier? I was happy enough, but losing everything to Batarian raiders can change your outlook. I needed to make a difference. I'm no soldier, but I've got skills, and Cerberus keeps an eye out for talent. I'll do whatever it takes to help, be that plumbing a sewer, routing an air duct, or keeping everyone's bellies full.
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
Это на длинный перелет.
The gunnery officer is required to access the gunnery control station.
Ну, идем. Я не понимаю, что за наглость?
What's this area of the ship?
The sick bay. It is equipped to provide short-term emergency care. In the event of critical injury, personnel must be transferred to a fully equipped medical facility.
Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
Nice to see a familiar face, Doctor.
I feel the same. I wish more of the original crew could be here. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing are my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
Doctor, you've been with the Alliance for years. Why leave now?
After the Normandy was lost, the surviving crew was reassigned. I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center, a very respectable position, but it wasn't on a starship.
Colonial military life isn't for you?
I've spent most of my life on warships, never knowing what the next mission might bring. I'm used to the hum of engines, the creaking of bulkheads, that subtle vertigo when the momentum dampeners kick in. Life planetside is just too static, too boring.
You're not the Cerberus type, Doctor.
I don't work for Cerberus. I work for you. On a mission that may be crucial to the survival of the human race. I have faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be ethical. I trust you, Commander.
There's a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip. Are you prepared for that?
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skillian Blitz. We survived the Battle of the Citadel and the destruction of the Normandy together. I've lived a full life. No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
Молодец,
I'll see you
бабулька.
later, Doctor.
Commander.
Access to the AI core is restricted. Access to the AI core is restricted.
Тварь не пускает к своему собственному ядру. Нервная палуба. На днище какой-то спустился. Тоже закрыт.
Access to this room is currently restricted.
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there's an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected. It's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Where did you receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance, serving on the SSV Perugia.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, Anderson lost political clout. The Council backslid on the Reaper menace.
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat, as a single...
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings of a greater danger were mistaken or delusional.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy, and only Cerberus seemed to be doing that.
How did you wind up with Cerberus, Ken?
Once you were gone, the Alliance brass descended like vultures, tearing apart everything you'd said. I was very public with my defense for you. I didn't hold back.
That's an understatement. If Kenneth wasn't such a talented engineer, they'd have court-martialed him for insubordination.
But it got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer, and here I am.
So why did you join, Gabby?
Kenneth and I have been partners in crime since we graduated from Tech Academy. When he got the Cerberus offer, I insisted that it include me. He'd fall apart without me.
Thanks, Mum.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is state-of-the-art. When I got the opportunity to work on her, I had to jump.
What do you think about Cerberus?
Actually, we don't know much about the organization other than the Normandy team. We know our mission and who's in charge.
We're off to kick the Collectors right in their daddy bags. That's enough for me.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander. I'm amazed Shepard came down to see us.
I told you he would.
Да, вот это махина, конечно. Переодеться, что ли?
What's this area of the ship?
Ты чё, тварь?
What's this area of the ship?
This is main engineering, which contains the ship's main fusion plant and Mass Effect core.
Странно, все-таки корабль, дверь передо мной закрывается, еще и эта тварь со мной не общается. Совсем наглели уже. Мне здесь делать нечего.
What's this area of the ship?
Normandy's cargo deck. It includes facilities to rearm and repair Normandy's embarked ground vehicle and shuttle.
My last ship didn't need a shuttle. Why do we have one?
This ship is nearly twice the mass of the previous Normandy. It is more difficult to land the ship on high-gravity worlds.
Че за ковбой-то, елки? Ну вот, в принципе, посмотрели всю Нормандию, весь экипаж проверили.
No messages for you, Commander.
Так, как себя чувствует Битс? А, вот теперь как я летаю. Забрать Архангела, найти ветерана, профессора.